There is no full stop for anything. So if one scientist has come, one spiritual person has received some message from Mahavatar Babaji, that is not the concluding, that is not the full stop. Everywhere we are putting comma. We are only part of the journey. We are not the beginning, we are not the end. We are in between. Namaste. We are very glad to get information from several quarters that Kriya Kundalini Awakening program, the step 8, has shown lot of changes in individual's life. Lot of experiments, lot of experiences have come out of the participation from step 8. There were more and more calls we received from YouTube members. Many members have jumping with joyous attitude. Many people have shared that we never came across such kind of experiences. Even today early morning we received from our WhatsApp group, tears were rolling out of a young lady while participating in Kriya Kundalini. She had expressed that in her own case, she was longing for years and years together for some breakthrough in achieving something from the divinity. She said when she sat for practicing, tears rolled out of her eyes and she was motionless. She was not able to express anything. There are various members who say that I become speechless. The whole day I feel like not talking to anybody. I am almost bubbling with energy. So much of energy is entered into me by participating in Kriya Kundalini. Each step is adding more and more life, more and more energy, more and more knowing to our lives. This apart, there are also one or two members. They are more oriented towards book. They wanted us to go through their book. What you are teaching is not Kriya Kundalini. I have written a book. I want you to go through this book before teaching others. Maybe after seeing the book, I may be or we may be stop talking over YouTube video itself. Because if I see some book and start speaking, it will look so poor. I will become a parrot which picks up from his or her master and repeating it. We do not want to go to any books. In Voice of Babaji in 3 parts, I have very clearly made it that I want to dump all the books into the ocean. I have also asked the members to do the same thing. I am not referring to the sacred texts. I am talking about the books written by people like us, who have written not out of experience, but who have written by research, looking into various books, picking up words and sentences and adding to the book. That cannot become an experience at all. I have replied to this person also. I don't want to go through this. But he is bent upon. My only appeal to such persons is, if you are not interested, please don't see our YouTube video at all. Not necessary. I do not want to read any books. I am not disregarding you or not disrespecting you. I have high esteem and high respect for you. But I have to listen to the Supreme Master who guides me by being invisible. By being invisible only, he is making me aware of many things, and hundreds and thousands of members are joyfully enjoying Kriya Kundalini Awakening as well as Kriya Kundalini Jagaran, which we bring out. This being the case, we will continue to go with our experience, keeping aside all the books, all the book knowledge. What comes from Mahavatar Babaji for me is more than sufficient. We have made the day, we have made the life for us. Maybe it is not Kriya Kundalini awakening, as that person is saying. Because we are also discussing the same thing. We do not put any pattern. We do not want to write any caption. We do not want to label anything. We do not want to prove to anybody, or we do not want to disprove to anybody. It has come as a Kriya Kundalini. We will take it as a Kriya Kundalini awakening. That is more than sufficient for us. Various experts who lived 50 years back or 60 years back, who were attached to Mahavatar Babaji, they are not the concluding part of Kriya Kundalini or Kriya Yoga. From time to time, the message will go on renewing it. That is what Sri Krishna says. Change is the order of the day, change is the life, part of the life. Just because Sapta Rishis have come, there is no hard and fast rule that Ashta Rishi cannot come. The 8th Rishi also will come. We do not know. Maybe at a later date they will come. There is no full stop for anything. So if one scientist has come, one spiritual person has received some message from Mahavatar Babaji, that is not the concluding, that is not the full stop. Everywhere we are putting comma. We are only part of the journey. We are not the beginning, we are not the end. We are in between. With these assumptions, we will put our foot on the 9th step from today onwards. We will straight away go to the experiential part of this program. Just before that, we will share something relating to the step 9. Step 9, the number 9 is a very, very supreme number. Number 9 refers to planet Mars in numerology. Number 9 refers to Shanmuga, Kanda, Kumara, Subramanya, Vela, Vadivela, Shanmuganatha, Shanmuga, Kartikeya, Dandayidapani, Arumuga. There are hundreds and hundreds of names are there. Kumara. The number 9 is a very, very unique number. Number 3 is referred to, or number 3 is assigned to Brahaspati Guru. Number 6 is assigned or referred to Shukra, another Guru, Deva Guru, and Ashura Guru. When you add 3 and 6, it becomes 9. Getting the knowledge of one Guru is Purva Punya for us. The virtuous, what life we have taken now, it refers to. But if you are having 2 Gurus, both are supreme in their rightful way, in their own rights, different directions. If you are able to get both the knowing and knowledge, both kind of grace for us, what more we want for us in our life? So the Deva Guru as well as Ashura Guru, Brahaspati and Shukra, when you add these 3 and 6, it becomes 9. Mahavatar Babaji was an ardent devotee of Subramanya, Shasta, Kanda, Kumra, Vela, Vadivela, Sendurnatha, various names ascribed to him. Especially he has taken journey, a tedious journey to Sri Lanka, in those days Ceylon, Lanka, Lankapuri, to Kadirgamam, and spent lots of years in the presence of Shanmuga there, Subramanya. One of the 18 Siddhas, the Bhoganatha Siddha, Bhoga Siddha, Bhoga Maharishi, was immediate Guru for Mahavatar Babaji, who has made Palani Murugan temple, the Navapashana statue, the mystical yantra at Kadirgamam temple. He was an ardent devotee of Shanmuga. The Navagarga temple at Tamil Nadu or elsewhere, the Vaiteshwaran Koil, where the main deity is Shanmuga, Sendil Kumara. He stays there as the Vaidya, the doctor, the curer of all disease. So this mystical number 9 is the end as well as the beginning. 1 to 9, 9 becomes the last number. And after that, until and unless India gave 0 to the world, 10 would not have taken birth. it would have been the end. With adding 0, 10, relife takes place. As a result, 8th is an end number. Life ends there. In the 9th, life comes back. To that extent, number 9 is so sacred. That is the reason we have ascribed 9 to various things. In Sanatana Dharma, the first and foremost worship beginning any job, any auspicious things, we invoke Ganapati, Gananayaka, Vinayaka. The moment Vinayaka is worshipped, the next is Navagrahas. The Surya, Chandra, Mangala, Buddha, Guru, Shukra, Shani, Rahu and Ketu. The satellite planets or invisible planets are nodes of moon. This making the Navagraha worship from the ancient time, along with or before the worship of Navagraha itself, the worship of Naga was there. The serpent worship was the ancient worship. The moment the worship started with the Naga or serpent, then the intelligence started flowing to the people. You can see the serpent, how intelligent it is. That we gathered the intelligence from the serpent. Maybe that is a reason Mahaavatar Babaji name also starts with Nagaraja. With Nagaraja worship, we came to little awareness, little intelligence added to us. Then we understood the creation and the creator. Creator has given 2 sons in the name of Vinayaka and Subramanya. One son, one child is to be worshipped first and foremost before anything, before taking the first step itself. The next worship goes to the Navagraha. In the Navagraha, Mangalagraha, the third planet is Yuddha Devata. Yuddha brings end to many things or beginning to many things. That is why the number 9 ends. Again it comes back to 10, which is 1, 11, which is 2, 12, which is 3, 13, which is 4, like that. 1 plus 0, 1 plus 1, 1 plus 2, 1 plus 3. Again 1, 2, 3 will continue. For the Navagraha, the cultivation starts and predominantly Navadanyas are offered to the Navagrahas. The Navagrahas have some kind of attachment or inclination to these Navadanyas. There are scientific reasons for offering these Navadanyas for the specific deities. For example, wheat is offered to Surya, the sun, because sun is hot, whereas sun is Agni Tattva, whereas wheat also is Agni Tattva. For moon, paddy is offered, paddy is cold, moon also is cold. Tur dal is offered to Mars. The chickpeas, kalu, kadale kalu is offered to Brahaspati, Jupiter. Green gram or moong is offered to Mercury, the Buddha Devata. White beans are offered to Shukra, the Venus planet. The black sesame seeds are offered to Saturn, the Shani. The satellite planets Upagraha are the nodes of moon. For Rahu and Ketu, for Rahu, Udad is offered as one of the Navadanyas, and for Ketu, horse gram is offered as the one of the Navadanyas. So the Navadanyas are linked to the Navagrahas. The human body has got Navadwaras, the 9 holes, 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 holes in the nose, 6. Then there are 2 Gupta Indriyas, the sexual part and anus, and 1 mouth. With all these 9 dwaras are there for human body. Some people say out of 9 dwaras, the life will escape from one dwara. I do not know. Nothing of that sort has been revealed to me. The life goes from a small hole which is there on the top. There it can go, and life also can go from this portion. This is what I was revealed. But let us not get into those complicated things. Navadurga or Navakali, Navadevis. We have already discussed this in previous some videos. Let us not get into so detail. There is a chart called Navamsha chart. In astrology, we make a chart out of the basic horoscope. With certain calculations, we arrive at a chart called Navamsha, through which we understand the tendencies, the mood, the type of person who will be joining the person as life partner, the spouse. Various hidden secrets are extracted from this Navamsha. In Hindu traditional marriage, the Jyotisha, the experts always consider horoscope as well as Navamsha when they consider a marriage compatibility without consulting the astrology in combination with Navamsha. The experts will not conclude and give approval for the marriage itself. Navapashanam is 9 types of elements, poisons, which are mingled, which are mixed, which are very highly poisonous. But if they are mixed in a very correct proportionate, it will give, without even touching it, just what is happening in the statue of Lord Dandayatapani, Shanmuga at Palani temple, which was conceived by Bhoga Maharishi. Bhogasiddha is an eyewitness, and which not only eyewitness for us, the whole generation of our forefathers are witness to taking benefits of Palani temple. The statue which was made with mystical formula, calculated and conceived and brought to limelight through a physical appearance of Shanmuga statue, which is even today baffling the entire scientific community, which is attracting crores and crores of people across the world, activating, energizing, revitalizing the several lives, curing several diseases through this statue by taking the water or the milk which was poured as abhishekam on this statue, the sandalwood paste or the turmeric paste or the panchamrita or whatever is touched by the statue, whatever is offered over the statue, if a piece of that is consumed or touched on the body, somewhere some mystical buds open and take us to a different spiritual path besides material path. This Navapashana statue has been conceived by Bhoga Maharishi. The main ingredients for Navapashana, which are very, very secret, the 9 items may be available, but mixing the proportion or the formula is very secret. There are members, there are people who say that we have genuine formula, but the formulas have been hidden by the divinity for a purpose. It is like a very sharp knife which can be used for good and bad, because in Kali Yuga the human mind is oriented towards the destruction. Divinity in its own wisdom has masked the secrets, and we will not have the secrets in this Kali Yuga, which all of us will understand. Veeram, Puram, Rasam, Jati Lingam, Kandagam, Gauri Pashanam, Vellai Pashanam, Mridhar Singh or Mayur Singh, and Shilajit or Shilasat. These are the Navapashanas calculated and conceived 9 poisons which are mixed in some proportion. We also know the Navaranga, the 9 colors, the VIBGYOR: violet, indigo, blue, green, Y yellow, O orange, R red, the VIBGYOR. After the red, IR will come, infrared, which is not visible, and ultraviolet before violet. With these invisible 2 rays, the 9 colors are understood. In Bharatanatyam, we talk of the symbols, the emotions. Moods are expressed in different ways through the fingers and through the facial expression. They are called Navarasas. The expert Bharatanatyam renderer will show all the expressions as a glimpse at a time in sequence, which are Shringara Rasa, Hasya Rasa. The Shringara refers to love, the Hasya refers to laughing or taking things easily, the Karuna Rasa, the compassion, the Rudra or Raudra, the anger expression, the Veera Rasa, the courageous expression, the Bhayanaka Rasa, the fearful expression, getting disgusted, fear-oriented expression, Bibhatsya, wonder or Adbhuta, surprise-oriented, the Adbhuta-oriented, Adbhuta Rasa, and finally the peace and tranquility, the Shanta or Shanti Rasa. With this, the Navarasas are expressed, the moods are expressed, the Bharatanatyam signs, through signs are also, they are all expressed. Then we talk about Navaratnas, the ruby, the pearl, the coral, the Pusharaga or Pushparaga. Ruby refer to sun, pearl or Muttu refer to moon, the Pusharaga or Pushparaga or yellow sapphire refer to Brahaspati or Guru, the Gometa or Esonate refer to Rahu, the green stone, the Panna or the emerald refer to Mercury, the diamond or its substitute Zircon refer to Venus, Shukra, the Neelam or the blue sapphire refer to Shani, the coral or Monga for Mars or Mangal, and the Vaiduria or the cat's eye refer to Ketu. These Navaratnas are the precious stones, of which 7 are from the earth and 2 are from the water. There are references that in Vijayanagara Samrajya there were 9 ministers who were referred to as Navaratna ministers. Tenali Rama was one of the Navaratna ministers in Vijayanagara Samrajya. Even in Mughal Akbar ministry there were Navaratna ministers. There are Navashaktis. We have also prepared a set of spiritual pills named as Navashakti pills. These are all the Navashaktis, the Devis of 9 different rupas or 9 different darshans for us, for the humankind. The Banashankari Devi of Badami, the Yellama Devi of Belgaum, the Annama Devi of Bengaluru city, the Parameshwari of Gokarna, the Annapurneshwari of Horanadu, the Durga Devi of Katil, the Mookambika Devi of Kolluru, the Chamundishwari Devi of Mysuru, and Sharadambai Devi of Sringeri are referred to as Navashaktis. We also add Navasthitis, the 9 conditions. In our previous video also we have referred these things. The existence, human existence comes in this way. The body, birth, mind, intellect, memory, ego and self. Last time we stopped at 7, the self. After the ego is burnt, the self is attained. Now the 8th is death. The ninth is rebirth, recirculation, coming back with more vigor is number 9. After the 9, again the circle goes with 10, 1 as we explained earlier also. The third eye. Today's experiential program is going to be something unique which we have not come through during these 8 steps, or we have not practiced these days at all. We are all talking about the third eye, the invisible third eye. But we will have to come to a conclusion, and we will have to understand, and we will have to accept that the God has given us 2 eyes, but we have not used them properly. That itself we have not used properly. This apart, unless we make use of the 2 visible eyes for us, for the sake of ourselves, how we are going to open up our inner eye? The external eye is not properly used, not healthy, then how we are going to make use of the internal eye is the big question. In order to answer to this very particular point, what guidance has been received from the divinity is that we will have to make our visible eye more strengthened, more focused, more energized, more powerful. For this, there are so many exercises given for 2 visible eyes. We have also put a chart in light form at Babaji Sannidhan, which I am showing you now. Besides this one, there are so many charts eye experts give, make you to do so much of exercise. But today we are going to give you something which the Siddhas formulated, which the Siddhas practiced. As a result of practicing this particular program, the Siddhas never wore any kind of contact lenses or any spectacle at all. But we have not used them properly. As a result, we are wearing spectacle, or we are wearing contact lens, or some other system we are doing it. We are going for LASIK treatment, laser treatment, etc. We will understand the nitty-gritties of this Siddha system of eye activation, which is more powerful, very powerful. What we will have to do is, if you are able to do 11 days, it is more than sufficient for a month. Maybe it takes 5 to 6 minutes for completing this particular practice. But if you are able to do continuously for 11 days, then we can forget about that month. We can make it as a practice for 11 days. Then we can stop it also. If you are doing for more than 10 days up to 21 days, it is fantastic. The moment we wake up in the morning, we should wash our face, gargle our mouth. Need not do anything other than this. You can take cold water or warm water, whatever you feel. Just fresh up by washing your eyes and washing your mouth. Come and sit at one place. By sitting, what you will have to do is, you will have to take the corner of these 2 eyes without moving your eyes, without moving your face, and you will have to see right, left, 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 right, left. Like this 11 times you will have to see. Second is keeping your focus in front of you look upward and look downward. Up, down 11 times without moving the head. Over. Now the third step is we will have to rotate 11 times clockwise and 11 times anti-clockwise without moving the head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, over. The fourth one is very important. This must be connected to your breath, because you will be still and both your eyes, your view, your vision should go to the tip of your nose. You should be seeing the tip of your nose only. I will remove the spectacle and will be seeing the tip of the nose. So you will, for 11 times, how do you count the 11 times? You will have to 11 times breathe in and breathe out. That will be the count for you. But each time you see the tip of the nose, you will have to make a slight movement to show that you are beginning and ending. That for that purpose only you will have to make a slight shake. Okay, that means, or you can close your eye and open, again you see, focus here, because if you continuously see, you may go into trance. That is the reason we will have to, every one you will have to break after the breathe and breathe out. Again you assume that as though you are going to start again. The fifth step is we will have to see the Bhrumadhya. And again here we will take a very subtle breathe in and breathe out, observing our focus on the Bhrumadhya. For each of the breath you can even wink your eyes so that you have a proper counting. So 11 times Bhrumadhya sadhana between the eyebrows. So this is a fifth step. The next sixth step is you take your middle finger here on the eyebrow, just to give a soothing one time only. Keep it on the middle, close your eyes and do it. Keep it on the middle, clockwise 3 times, anti-clockwise 3 times. Remove it again 3 times. Remove it 3 times, 3 times. Again remove it 3 times, 3 times. Again remove it 3 times, 3 times. Again remove it 3 times, 3 times. So 15 times here. Then here you can do by left hand or right hand, but use always the middle finger because that is the lengthiest. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or in the same way, here also here 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Gentle press. So this is 15, 3 into 5, 3 into 5, 3 into 5, 3 into 5. This is sufficient. Okay. Next, you did here, you did in this middle, you went to the corner. Now you will come to the center, this corner as well as this corner. To do that one, we will use the thumb as well as the index finger. What we will do, we will hold it like this. See here, we will hold it like this. Take a deep breath and leave it. Hold it very gently. Do it at least 5 times. This exercise is over. Now we are going to do the final concluding part of it. Okay, keep both the hands together and rub it as though very good heat is created. And this portion, the bottom portion, should go into your eyeballs. Okay, by doing this, the heat should come to your palm. By this, keep like this. Take a deep breath and leave it. Again, rub it. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes. Touch your palm bottom to your eyes and close it. Feel the heat. Take a deep breath and leave it. With this performance comes to an end. Very simple performance. By doing this what is going to happen to you, I am not going to reveal. If at all you are doing more than 11 days or you are going to stop on the 12th day, it is left to your individual discretion. If you are continuing for next 21 days, from today continuing for 21 days, then you will come back to me with some mystical experience which I will not tell you now. You will have to explain to me, you will have to come to me with the result, what is happening to you and your external eyes. Depending upon what is happening to your external eye, we will discuss about the internal eye, maybe in the next session or in between. Till such time, Om Sadguru Babaji Namaha. Om Sadguru Babaji Namaha. Om Sadguru Babaji Namaha.